we go. Hello, we should be live now. I just need to make sure that everything is working. So, hello, can you hear me? Hello. Oh, you can hear that on my music or my video because you are noisy, my dear. Okay. Okay, hello. So, we are going to do some live right now, and I hope you guys will join me. And we are going to work with this box today, and I am gonna unbox that for the first time today. I haven't been unboxing it at all, so we are going to do that today. But before we start, I have this little thing I made last time live, and today I actually found a few small people that fits to this little house here, so we are going to do that before we are opening this one and looking at it for the first time. So let me do like this. So again, it is this one we're going to work on today, and I have this little house here, or playground, that I made last time, and I'm going to pop in a few people that I found. This is all kits that I found, so let's start with that. I'm gonna use my super glue for that. I'm always using my super glue gel because I like the way it is working. Hi Liz, glad I can make it for the live. Yes, I'm glad you're here as well, and happy weekend to all of you. I hope you also are going into the weekend now. Anyway, I am going to see if I can open this one. I tried to figure it out earlier. And this box here is actually really tight. Let me try with my X-Acto knife here. That's the thing I always use when stuff won't open. Come on. And please don't fall over everywhere with these small figures. Let's see if I can get it up. There. And then in this corner as well. Oh no! Oh, the kids are running crazy in here. There we go. So, a lot of small kiddos here. Let me just get them arranged back again. There we go. I am going to take my tweezers for this one. I think this little one here that is sitting down is going on the slide, as if she is actually going down the slide. So let me start with just a dot of super glue here, just a tiny dot, and then I'm just gonna place her here on the slide, maybe a little more to the middle, like that, as if she's just sliding there. I have this little guy here on the, it's not a scooter, it's one of those two-wheelers. I don't think I know the name for these guys. So a tiny dot of super glue. Let's place him right here. Like that. I am gonna show you a bit closer when I have all the kits on there. I have this one. It's looking like a more adult type than this little one. Let's see if I can show the difference here. So this guy has a little longer legs than this little lady here. I was thinking he could kind of maybe run up the stairs So let me again pop a tiny bit of super glue on here. I normally don't do much with figurines, but I think this could be really fun to have a little life on this little scenery here. See if I can get him to stay in place. He don't want to. Come on. We need you to stay right there. I know it's a bit hard to see what I'm doing. Let me try like that. I know you can't see me then, but then you can see me putting the small figurines here. I was thinking this girl could kind of hang on the bridge here. Something like that. So just a tiny bit of glue on her hand, and then maybe here on her shirt. And then placing her here. Oh, you can't even see that. Sorry about that. Let me get that a little closer here. So she's, whoops, falling down. That's what she is. She's supposed to go right here. Kind of hanging down from the bridge. I'm not sure she is really on there. I might have to have a tiny bit of a dot of glue right here. Yeah, I had the feeling. Let's try again. So her hand up there. Okay. Now she's not doing anything that I want her to. Let's try again. So turn her around, put her hand up there, and her body down here. And now she's sticking to me. There, now she's in the glue. Let's give it a second or two and see if she will stay right there, as if she is kind of crawling around here. Let's see if that worked. It did. Ooh, yay. So that was her. Then we have a little guy here with a aeroplane in his hand, running around. Maybe he could stand in the sand, or maybe over here, or maybe over there. There's so many places for him. Let me just pop in a tiny bit of super glue on his feet here. I think I'm gonna put him here by the sand, running around playing. Just holding him in place for a second or two. And he stayed. Tiny little people. Yeah, like Lidl, the German store. I know. I know. Then we have this little girl here. She is actually perfect for the pole, I think. Be standing here. So let me take my super glue again. And just a tiny dot on her feet and a tiny dot on this hand here. And then I am going to try to place her right here, as if she is trying to go up this pipe here, right there. And then I have two guys more, well, a girl and a guy. I have this little one with the beach ball. Maybe let her, yeah, she can stand up there. So I'm just gonna pop in a tiny bit of glue on her feet. And then placing her up here. Kind of playing around with a ball. like that. And then the last one is this guy. He is kind of reaching for something. I don't know what. Maybe he's running up to this place, or he could be trying, kind of helping the young lady that is over the railing here. I'm gonna go for that one. So dipping his feet and his arm here, and a lot of things is happening up here. Okay, I didn't need to put glue on his arm, I think. See if I can make him stay where I want him without gluing to anything else than the place here. Oops. He just don't want to. Come on. Yay. So we got a little life now in this little scenery. Let me put this to the side. And then let me show you here. Let me go to the other. There we are. So we have life now in this little set. I actually think it turned out really, really adorable. And one going down the slide. The boy with the aeroplane. And she's climbing right there. And a lot of things is happening here. I actually think that turned out really, 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 really cute. But that was just a tiny start here, and we are going to open up the box now instead of working anymore with this one. But I think it turned out really neat. Anyway, I am just gonna place that to the side here, and then let's go to the box. So we're going to open this box, and we are going to make this bedroom here. I'm sorry about the camera here in front of me, but that's the only way I can record what's happening on my table. And cheers. Okay, let's see what's in this little box here. See if I can open this one up. Oh, it's opening up this way. Just gonna do it right here. You can see me on the other camera. So first I have like a ton of papers here, and they're sadly all bent. Let's see, this is the booklet for all the details of the room, window, chair, a little purse, different books, and is that Pikachu? I think that's Pikachu. I love the tiny people. It made the scenery come alive. Yes, I think so too. I normally don't like people in my rooms and my boxes and stuff, because a lot of the 1 to 12 scaled people are either not that pretty or they are way too expensive. So normally I don't like people in my sceneries. But this is definitely the how-to guide. So we have some flooring, some pictures, some nice wallpaper. I actually like this wallpaper. Books, more books, window, even more books, another piece of wallpaper, and even more books, and a few pictures, I think. Yes, I think this is kind of a kid's room with these pictures. Grudflow. It actually looks like covers for books. This might be some extra. We will see when we get to it. Anyway, that was the the how-to and the paper cuttings. We have some pieces of wood here. I think that might be floor and walls. Is that? Oh, so 2 white walls and just a plain piece of wood. And then we have the plexiglass box for the done result. We have some cheap glue and a lot of small stuff. Oops, put the box away. Something on Japanese that I don't understand. I think that is all the details, furnitures and stuff like that. And then we have some fabrics and some jewelry pieces. We have some wires and some paper or something interesting. And that's all there is in this box. So I think I'm gonna put the plexiglass to the side, and I am going to place this somewhere here on the table, and putting these to the side and the glue to the side. And then we are going to take the guide, the how-to guide, and I'm sorry about the light going into the booklet here. So here we have a better picture. It's a tiny bedroom with books and pictures and stuff like that everywhere. So that's really neat. I kind of like the wallpaper, so I'm thinking to stick with the wallpaper. Let me see if I can just do like this. So we have the room right here. I'm right, it's these plates here. It doesn't really say anything, because we have this hole right here, and I need to figure out if that's up or down. I think the white is out. Yeah. So that's the plexiglass. There we go. So it's going down and not through the wall, but under the wall for some reason. And here it looks like we have the hole at the bottom. If we look at this picture here, we have a tiny wall right here. It's hard to see. And then we have the hole where the electricity is coming out. So it should go like this. So put this one to the side, and then we are going to build this together like that. And I am just gonna hold you up a tiny bit so you can see a little more. Sorry about that I'm getting the camera a little more in the face. Sorry about that. So anyway, side, side, and floor. I'm gonna put my floor piece to the side and taking the wallpaper, finding all the right wallpapers here. And then I have a scissor somewhere, and I'm gonna cut this out. And I'm only cutting a corner out here, because I like to place that on my wood piece and then cut the rest off later. So let me do the same over here. Cut a corner free. I have some blue smudges here, but I don't think it will have any meaning when we are working with it. So getting that out, I think this is for this side and this might be for this one, and I like to make sure that they are equal. So these thingies are pointing that way and they are too on this one. Give me a second. I am going to find not that one, this one, a stir stick, and then I have something else in mind for the flooring, because I don't like the print here. This print, I really don't like that, but I have this real veneer wood that is self-adhesive, and I'm gonna use that. Hello, Pete. My daughter is online. Everyone greet my daughter. Say hello to Pete. Come on. Glue. I need my glue. I am going to take my tacky glue, because I like my tacky glue, and I'm just gonna pop some on right here, making sure I get the edges as well. Good, Peter. And that's my husband, so that doesn't really count. Making sure I have it all over here so I don't have any loose corners when I'm done gluing. There we go. Taking the paper, and the corner that I cut out, I am going to place that in the top of this piece of wood, and then I am making sure that it is lined up, and then I like to turn it around like that. Enjoying watching your mom. Thank you, Liz. Oh, she's amazing and very talented. Thank you, honey. And thank you for watching. And I'm gonna place that to the side and take the next piece here and doing the exact same thing. Popping in the glue. Making sure I get it all over here and into the corner. Again, I'm gonna take my stir stick here, or my icicle stick. I think that's a word for it. Sometimes words are just difficult, especially when it's not your first language. There we go. And then I have a baby wipe here to take the rest of the glue off this piece so I can use it later. Find the corner. Uh-oh. What way? So if it's like this, then it's gonna be like that, and then I'm finding the corner that I cut nicely and placing that until the corner of the wood piece, and then making sure everything is nice and straight, and then I am gonna turn that upside down as well. Yay! Then I am going to take my cutting board and popping that to the side and taking this one, and I'm hoping this is more than enough dry, and then just going along the side here, cutting the paper off, and this way I have it all to the corners like that, and it looks neat and nice. We like that. And I'm gonna do that with the other one as well. carefully cutting down the side so I don't cut the wood at all. And the other side. And there is the walls for this little build. Let me take this and place it somewhere. Then we have the floor piece, and again, instead of using, where is it, here, instead of using this paper here that I don't like, I am going to take this self-adhesive veneer, and I'm not sure my pieces are big enough, so I am going to take the big piece. I think I am going to take my cutting board again, and I'm trying to avoid this piece right here. I'm not sure I can do that. I have something loose right there. Anyway, I might get rid of it if I turn it this way. Put this one away. So I am gonna line up this corner down here. I'm not sure you can see that, but the bottom corner here, and then straight up here. And then I'm going to use my X-Acto knife, and again cutting through this from the back side. It's the easier way to do it. I'm putting this rest aside. Oops. No, I don't want to go down there. There we go. And then I am gonna turn this around, because you can see I have a tiny bit of the flooring sticking out here at this end. So I am going to do the same right there, just cutting that off and putting that in my little pile of garbage. Put this to the side. And then I can just take this and glue that onto this piece of wood for the flooring in this little house. You can also paint it, or yeah, you can use this, but I really don't like the colors on this one. So I'm just popping this on carefully. And there we have a real wooden floor on the floor. And I can see I cut it a tiny bit too wide. Let's see. I didn't get a chance to order this, but I recently bought a room box from Hobby Lobby and sent the same one to my daughter, who lives and works in California, so we can work on it together via video. Oh, I like that. That's a really nice idea. I like that idea. Great way to do something together, even though that you're not close together. I like that. Let's see, I have a tiny bit here as well. There we go. And this is really, really sticky. So I'm pretty sure it will stay on the board. Yes, I like this. Great idea. It sure is. Anyway, let's see. It looks like the walls are standing on side the floor, or on top of the floor. So it would be like this, and then this would go like that. And I turned this one upside down, so now the wallpaper is turning the wrong way. Oh well. That happens. I'm gonna take my tacky glue. This is the quick dry one. I had a few problems with it earlier, so I'm trying to see if it works now. It was really watery earlier, but I think it's working right now. Sounds like a cozy time. Very good idea. I think you're right, my dear. So I'm placing this one, and I am grabbing my baby wipe. Then I am going to take the end piece here, making sure I have the hole at the bottom. And then popping the glue here. Whoops! That was not supposed to happen. And then I'm just trying to straighten out everything so that it is straight, and I'm using my fingers on the back side to feel when the wall is right. Drying off any excess glue in the room itself. I actually think that it is pretty good. Yay! The room itself is actually done. Now we just need to make all the furnitures here. I'm gonna, I have a little more glue there that I need to get rid of here in the connection. Because if I'm not remembering wrong, then this quick dry tacky glue is actually drying white, and I don't want that on the inside of the house. By the time you get this scene full of furniture and hang stuff on the wall, you won't be able to notice. Oh, I hope so, because right now I do see that I turned it kind of 2 different ways, but I actually think it's not that bad. Let's see if I can do this without taking everything apart. So that's a room. I really like the flooring here. It's so much better than the paper. So that's a room. The room itself is done. Let's take the book and see what's next. And I did something here. Yeah, they want us to build the bed next. I like that. Let's see, I need to figure out if this all rest things. Looks good. Thank you. There's a slight delay on real time and the video, so if you say something to me and I'm answering a few seconds later or something like that, then that is the reason why. Looks good. Thank you. Okay, that was the easy part. The bed. Here we need pieces from this box, and there's quite some pieces in here. Let's see, I need this one. I'm looking at this picture over here, and according to that I need this one, and I need these 2, I think it is. Let's place it like it is here on the picture. So like these 2, this one, this piece, this one, and then I need 2 posts. Is that these ones? BO5. Let's see if I can find those here. BO5. Is that this one? 4 times 5.8 times 0.4. It looks like these, but this is, I'm just measuring here at the side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 centimeters long, so that's too long. And these ones I think are too small. Yep, they are only 2 centimeters. So let's make it like this. The green ones are for the cabinet, so we put those aside. And this are all for the window. I think that's for the window. And then I have these pieces here. I think that's a chair and maybe a table. Then we have the big one, we have this one, we have these two small ones, we have two of this fun shape here, and that's not what we need. We have two tiny squares. I have a bigger square, and then I have these and these. It must be those. It really must be those. So I'm gonna take them, and then I hope that's right. Okay, so let's see. We need to build the bed frame, and that's these pieces. And let's see, it's going together like this. And I'm gonna take my glue here and just popping a tiny bit of glue all the way down here. Placing that on the end right here. See if I can get less glue on the next piece. So the sides, and then the long side, and then placing that right there. And the same on the other side. And the end piece. And placing that. There we go. I like that. It's turning out really pretty. And then they want me to take this end piece and they want me to glue these on here. So let's do that. Off with the head. And let's do both sides. Oop. Place that here and then put these on, making sure it is straight at the bottom. It is. Nice. Cheers. And that's my glue. Standing right there in the middle of everything. We need the bed covering for this. That must be in this other bag here. So let me somehow get into this bag. Come on. There we are. Put this a little to the side. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I don't like when things are crumpled together like that. There's a lot of small loose parts in this bag here. We will come to that later. Anyway, they just crumbled everything and fluffed it down there. So it might be really wrinkly I don't like that. And that's just a piece of cardboard and some squishy thing for maybe a pillow. Yes, totally wrinkly. Oh, that's so sad. I like this fabric, but it's, look at that. What is that? Oh man. Even this one is totally wrinkly. And even this piece of otherwise really nice ribbon is totally crinkly, and I don't really like that. This one is actually pretty, but it's not even cut out straight or right here, but I like it, so we will have to work with this. But this fabric, I'm not gonna use that. I don't like it when it's that crinkly. I need to find an iron and do something with it before I am going to work with it. But I need this little piece because I don't have anything else than that. And I'm gonna find the box a second. Pretty fabric, need to be ironed. It sure does. So we actually needed the flower fabric. Yes, for the bed. And I can see it's around pink and light blue, this color room here. So I am going over to the side here and see what I have of fabric myself. Because I do have quite a lot of pieces of fabric that is not that wrinkly. I have some blue with some flowers, some other blue. I have some white with some flowers. I have this strawberry. I actually like the strawberry one. I have some blue things here, some star things, and some, that's just a little, that's too little, and some watercolory. Actually, I think this one, or the star, or this one. Let me put this to the side just a second. So we need a piece of fabric for this one, and I have these 3 possibilities. Let me just clean off the glue that I have right here. So I have the one with the stars. I kind of like that, but I also have this, let me get that off. It's more watery color. I kind of like that one. And I have the one with the strawberries. So 1, 2, or 3. What do you guys like? I think they will all 3 be really cool. Strawberry in this year. Actually, I'm pretty much with you on the strawberry, because the colors are almost the same as this one. This is really cute fabric. It's just too wrinkly to work with right now, so let's go with the strawberry. Also, I like to make my things a tiny bit different than the original, just to make it more mine. See if I can get this one on there again. There we go. So I'm gonna put those to the side and then take the strawberry. So let's see, we need to glue this part onto this part. Yes. My tacky glue. And then just a tiny bit of glue here. Like that. And then pop that on there. And they want me to use some golden chain from in here to pop on top of the bed. Let me see if I can find that one. this one. You are so creative, and I'm such an instruction flower. Wait, what? You are so creative. I get that. I am such an instruction follower. It's not a flower. Follower. Sorry. Okay. I'm happy you like what I'm doing here. They want me to glue this one on top here. I'm not really sure I want to do that. Because I think it looks weird on the picture. But they want me to pop it on right here. On the top of the bed. Well, let's make the bed first, and then we can see if we're gonna do this or not. So I'm just gonna pop that back into the bag here. I need to get a few of these papers to the side here because I don't have much room to work on. There we go. So they want me to glue this over and on top of the bed here, and they didn't even cut it straight. So let's start with getting this at least a little more straight. Put that in my garbage pile. Actually, I have a garbage can here. Oof. There we go. Then I can make sure that it is not too long. It's still really crooked. There we go. Let's place this one up here. And see, I actually think that will work perfect. And then they want me to have these sticking out here. I might cut those off. But let's try this out first. Here. Taking it out. So the glue is not all dry yet, but I think we can work on it still. I did use a tiny bit of this fabric once. Let me turn it this way. So I'm just gonna place this one on top here and then cut that out a tiny bit bigger than this fluffy square. There we go. Let me place that back together. See if I can get that back and then into this little bag here again, just to make sure it is nice, clean, and ready next time I need a piece of fabric. Go down. There we go. Put that to the side. So, yeah. Let's move on. So glue on top of the bed. And then smear it out a tiny bit. Take this piece and try to place it as straight as possible. There we go. Oops. And then I'm gonna glue the side down here. Taking my popsicle and just soften that out a tiny bit. Oh, it didn't even go all the way down here. Good that I cut the other piece a little longer. Then here on this side, and again smear that out. And glue this fabric down. It's really soft felt here. Oh, okay, I'm gonna put that on in a second. I am going to cut off these corners here. So I'm just gonna cut the corner here. And this one. There we go. And then glue this part down. I like that. Now I need to get this one back where it belongs. Actually, I think I turned it the wrong way around. Let me see. Yes, this is actually sitting a lot better. There we go. Bed is connected again. Yay! Now for this fabric, I think we're going to turn it this way around. And then glue that over the sides. Like that. So again, with my glue, and this shouldn't destroy the fabric. I really hope it shouldn't. It won't. Like that, and then the right side up and glue it down. Yes, that's gonna be good. Ah, that's annoying. Tiny bit of dabs of glue on one side. Whoops. That was almost rolling onto the floor. Tiny bit on this side. Making sure everything is glued nice and good. And then a tiny bit on the end here. I really like that. The strawberry fabric here is a really nice nice idea. And then I am gonna try to glue this all down again. Placing it the right way around. There we go. This time, please stay. Putting the cap on my glue again. And that should be the first part of the bit here. Then we are going to take that big lace, and that is supposed to go over the bed, but I want to get rid of this extra lace thing here in on the pattern. So I'm just gonna cut that all off. Just taking my time with this so that I don't cut in anything that I don't want to be cut. There we go. That helped a lot. And this little string there. And then it is again just cut crooked, so I am just gonna get a straighter line here. There we go. And that is, from the looks of it, going to lie over the bed right here. If I look at this picture, let me see the end result. Yes, it is just lying over. Oh, there's a lot of pillows. I will have to iron the rest of the rest of the fabric before next time. Unless I'm just gonna make them from something else. I really like this. So again, my tacky glue, and just popping on a tiny bit of the glue here on the white part of the lace. And hopefully you won't see that when it is all dry. So let's take that and see if I can get that in place. Yes, I like that. Well, that's neat. I'm not sure I like the way this is ending up here. I might have to cut a tiny bit off the fabric here. It is a tiny bit too long. For my liking. There we go. Yes, that's a lot better. All these small pieces. There we go. And this piece still is not glued all together. I will have to leave that to the side so that the glue really can take a hold of the end of the bed here. So I'm just gonna take the done bed, and just because I can, just try it out in the little room. I actually think that turned out really neat. I am going to glue these corners down somehow when we glue in the bed, something like this. And the same over here. Kind of stuffing it in there somehow. But I actually think that looks pretty neat. I like that. So let's see, how long did that take? Almost an hour. The next step here is a little cabinet. We can do that as well. Oh, we can do that right away. Let me take a tiny sip here. So I need the green pieces for this part. And I'm just gonna find them all here. This one, this, and that one. That's it. That's the green pieces. This back to the side. And let's have a look. So we have few different pieces of green. Actually, I like this green color to the fabric that we chose for this one. I think this will match really nicely, so I like that. So they want us to have, let's see, I'm gonna try to figure out. So these 3 pieces are the same, these 2 are the same, and these 2 are the same. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that fits. Okay, so they want me to take these 3 pieces and glue them together like that. Let's do that. Start with that. So this one, just a tiny amount of my glue here, and hopefully these will glue a tiny bit better together than the bed. Yeah, I think that will work a lot better. Getting rid of the excess glue here. I think that would work. There we go. And then this is the top and the bottom. So let me glue that together. The bed looks lovely. I'm working, so I may not get to comment immediately. That's all fine, don't worry. I know you're there. And thank you. And just a tiny bit of glue. And I'm thinking of placing it like this, and then place that one on top. This way I know it's all straight at the bottom part. And I'm making sure that it is equally spaced on each of the sides here. And then I'm gonna turn that around and pop glue on here on this side, and do the same here. There we go. I like that. And then this is the drawers. So they're going on right here. And there should be some green beads for the handles. I think that's one of them. I see one in here. 2. I found them both. Let's get them out. I like this little heart here. Let me show you. I think that's really, really cute. It's also a bead, a plastic bead. But I actually think this is really, really cute and would make a nice decoration in a small dollhouse. Oh, okay, let me get to the beads. So one here and one more. Whoops. Trying not to get everything all over the place. Let me glue this one in place first. So just a tiny bit of glue, and then placing that. And again, the same on this piece. Tiny bit of glue. And then placing it, and now I am going to figure out how to straighten these. There, I think that's better. think that's good enough. Then taking one of these and then trying to pop a tiny bit of glue on and place it. And the other one. And I need to straighten that out again. There we go. So that's a little cabinet. I actually think that turned out really neat. So that's the first page in the little booklet. Let's turn the page and see what they want me to do now. Here we go. The window. I also really like the window. And that is going where in the house? Over the top of the bed. Okay. It's kind of fun because on the picture here, the cabinet here, it looks more blue than green. But it is green and not blue. But I kind of like the green to this little room here. Anyway, that was too long. The window. Let's do that one and then call it for the day. So we needed this one, these two, and then of course that one that fits underneath the window. And now I don't know which one of that, which one it is. I'm not sure it's that one. Okay, doing like before, taking all the weird parts and popping that away. Oh, sorry about that. Putting all these parts away that we know is not for the window. There we go. Then looks what left behind here. So these two have the same size. So it's not those. And these two are not all the same size. And they want it to be under the window. Oh, it's a longer one. It's the same size. What about this one? That's not even long enough. I am gonna think that's the parts we need. I'm just gonna close this back off and then let's take a quick look. So that's for the table. And there should be 3 that is alike. Huh. I'm gonna do this again. So these. This one and this piece. Yeah, that's the long ones. So 3 of these have the same size. I'm pretty sure that's the 3. And then this one is a tad bit shorter. So that must be the one we need. Green will match the strawberry bed. Yes, I'm pretty sure that is the really nice color. Well, I know it's a really, really nice color for the bed. And what I am thinking right now is, can I actually mix a green that fits this one? Because somehow I really like the window to be in the same green color. So if that's possible, I would kind of do that. So let me see, I have my paintbrush here. I have my puppet here, and I have a light green that is not light enough. So I think if I mix in some white, I will get the right color. And I'm gonna use my normal trick here with a big icicle stick, some double-sided tape, and then just taking these pieces and placing them in the tape or on the tape like this, and then try to mix this green color. Hopefully I can do that, because I really want this light green color for the window as well. Let me see, I have a toothpick somewhere. Come on. I have it right here, and let's mix, mix, mix. And see if I got this right. Ha 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 ha, I actually think I did. Maybe a little more white in there to mix or match this little furniture. See if I can get the exact same green. It's close, it's really, really close. It needs maybe a tiny bit more white, and I can't almost have more in there. I think that's gonna be it. And now I am just going to take this. The good part about this one is that you can have the thing stuck on here, and you don't have to put your hands in all the paint again. So I'm just gonna put that to the side and then use my paintbrush and paint these. It's not all there, but I think it's might be good enough. I kind of think it's still lighter. Am I really going to do this? Popping in a tiny bit more white here, using my little stick. I got more than enough paint. I might even need a little more blue in there to get the right color, but I really don't want to fiddle too much with it, because sometime at one time it end up being too much color. So I'm just taking my time with this. And sorry, I know it's boring just to sit and watch me paint, but I really want this window to be in the greenish color. I might have to paint the little wooden table also. Actually, I think I'm gonna leave the little heart white. I'm just putting on a thin coat of the green. It doesn't need to be that thick. And then the window, I really enjoyed. Thank you, Liz. Just making sure I get into all the little cracks and nooks and cracks and whatever there is here, all the way around, all the way around. Ooh, that's hard today. All the way around the window. The window part here, I only need to paint on one side. Is we glue the picture on the other side, so we don't need to color that on both sides, so maybe I actually should color this one first so that it can dry, so I can paint that on the other side, because we need to paint this one on the other side as well, because you will be able to see both sides of this one. So I'm just gonna quickly paint this. Oops, please stay. And then around the sides here, so we don't have to think about that on the other side. And let's go back to the window. And I really have a lot of this paint left. So I might have to look at what other furnitures there are if I need to paint more of them, or if it's just the window here and the little dresser, or what that is. Making sure I get everything right here. And don't worry about this stick underneath, because you can always take off the double-sided tape of the stick when the paint is all dry, and then you can place a new one, and then you can use it again for another project. So you can use this little stick for a long time before you have to throw it out. Just making sure I get all those little corners here. I really enjoy painting stuff, so this is really nice for me and no big problem. I think that's the window. I am going to color this one because it is two different greens. It's not that difficult, but there's more yellow in the one that I mixed, so I am going to paint this little dresser so that they match really nicely together. You can see there is actually not that big of a difference here, but it's enough that it is kind of annoying me. This will also give it more a little different look than the original, and I kind of like that when it's not just like the one from the kit. So again, I'm just trying to get into all the small corners here. and avoiding the little handle because I kind of like the colors of these handles. Yeah, I like this green. Getting into all the small details here. Let's grip it like that. Almost done. There we go. That turned green. Let me take a quick look in the booklet and see here. So now the window is green and this little thing is green. I could paint this one green as well, but I'm not really sure if I want to do it or not. That is the little bookshelf. That is kind of cool. It would be cool in green because it looks like there is a piece of paper on the back side of it that might be white. That could be really awesome. Yes, it looks like there is a piece of paper or something behind it. No, that's this part. We could glue it together and then paint it. Let's do that. Just doing it. Again, trying to get into this little bag. So for that little shelf we need this part, this one, and then the 3 equal sized pieces. This is not the right one. This one. And I'm thinking of just coloring these parts and not this one. So let's take this one off. And I have a tiny bit of green right there. And the other pieces here should be painted on the other sides. So I'm just gonna put them here. So this one is done. Oh, I got a lot of green. Who cares? And then just placing these pieces here in there. I'm here too in UK. Hello UK. We are doing this little room box here. It's kind of a bedroom, and I decided to paint almost everything in this little room box. We made the bed and the room itself, and right now we are working on a little shelf unit, and I am painting everything green. Because the fabric for the bed was crinkly, so we chose another piece of fabric that I had lying around. And now we are trying to put a little more color into this little box here than there was in the start. It was more a pinkish light blue vibe it had, but this little dresser standing right there was kind of a greenish color, and then I decided to paint the window green, and then I mixed so much of this green color that I decided to paint a little more than just the window. Also because that the little dresser here had a tiny bit of a different tone of green than this one was, so I actually did paint that little dresser as well. And now I'm kind of all in with the paint here, so now I'm doing it. And I also kind of like this green. It's a nice soft one. So just relaxing with a tiny bit of paint and all these pieces of furnitures. Making sure I get the edge here all the way around in the first run, because then it's easier to paint the other side later. There we go. I really kind of like this color. Let me put that to the side. And then this piece here is doesn't need color. Okay, I'll have to do that later. Doesn't need color on the other side, but these three pieces here does. So I'm just gonna quickly paint the side, and I painted the edge on these pieces, so it's only the side here that I need to paint. Oops. And I decided to leave the little heart white on the edge on the inside of the little piece here. There we go. And then this piece, I got a little fuss in there. Just taking my time, making sure I get all the little spots in the green. And this one is not all dry, but I am gonna go for it carefully. Just turning everything around, upside down. Whoops. Like that. And now I have the paint everywhere. It's one big mess. And I'm also running low on the green, so now I hope that I have enough. So if I can take this one and just let it stand. Whoops. Is that not possible? Haha. And then this little piece. Nice. Up. And I'm out. Okay. I will have to mix a little more. See if I can reach the same color here. So this is the olive green, and then just white. Like that, and then I am taking my little stir stick here, if I can get it. There we go. And just mix, mix, mix. I actually think I managed to get the right color there, so that's really neat. Yes, very nice. And just get the last pieces here colored. And up on the side. And this one. There we go. Again, place that on the side. Yay! And I need another of my baby wipes. I really like these. And on this little mat here, I can just wipe it all off. And that's the nice thing about these silicone mats here. And I'm gonna save the rest of my green here, because I saw that one of these pieces needed to have a little more paint on there. So let me take the window, because that is almost ready. And I need to find the piece for the window. It's right here. Right here. So I'm just gonna cut this piece out. There we go. And then just cut it really nice and neat. Then the paint can also get a little more time to dry, so that's perfect. So how is the weather in UK? Here it has been really nice and hot today. 25 degrees most of the day, so that's really, really nice. Yesterday it was raining almost all day, so that's the summer we have right now. Yeah. Taking my tacky glue and just popping a tiny bit here around the frame. Trying to avoid too much, because I don't want it to be squeezing out everywhere. Turn it around and place it on the little window cutout. There we go. And I did ooze a tiny bit here on the side. Or will the glue oozed a tiny bit. So we got that part down. Let me go back to the window here. So they want that to be the window seal, so that is going under here. And then these are going on like that. Okay, we can do that. So I again, just a tiny bit of glue. Taking this little window seal and sticking it on there. Yay! And then I think this side is nicer, so I'm just gonna, how did they do that? They actually just glued the corner in there. So I'm popping a tiny bit of glue on the corner, maybe down here as well. Whoops. And then just placing it like that. Nope, that's not good enough. Let's do it like that. And then the other one, the green makes the flower stand out. Oh, that's actually true, I didn't see that. I kind of like that. Tiny dot here at the bottom. And then sticking that on here on this side, using something to keep it open like that. That's actually a pretty neat little window. I like that. They don't want me to glue it in yet, and or what. I'm again looking at this little booklet here. They just make the window. It actually looks like it glued in, but they don't have the wallpaper under, so I'm not sure. Then they make a few lamps, the table and a chair, and all the books, and then a little box, and the Pikachu thing, some flowers. I really don't like that. Some jars and stuff like that. Putting in the window, and here it is glued in, so they actually glue it in there. The little shelf and the pillows, and then they just show the lamps. I think I am not gonna glue the window before I have the lamp in place. That's a cute window. Thank you. And this little dryer here is dry, so that is going into the room. I am going to try to see if I can move things around a tiny bit here so that I can get this a little more into the frame so that you can see it. Let's see if this is already starting to glue. It is. This is not so much, so I'm just gonna take the window and putting it up here, making sure that everything is still lying as I want them to. Taking these pieces, and I see a spot there that I didn't paint, and here as well, so it's a good thing that I saved my paint. Just getting this off here so I don't get anything underneath the little house. Here we go. So bed and the little dresser are ready. The little window is still drying, and these are going to go on here. Let me just find the booklet and take a look at that's here. So they want this arch to be down. Good. Let me glue this together because we can, and then I can always correct the paint later. It's still a little tacky, the paint, and for this it's fine. If you are sitting at home and doing this, you really should wait with continuing before the paint is all dry just for your own sake, because it's easier and the result will be a little better, I think. But I think we can make this anyway. And I don't want to sit here in 20 minutes and wait for the glue to dry, so I am gluing, and I glued wrong. This is not going on there, it's going on the side of the little. So I'm just popping some more glue on there, and then I'm just gonna start all over. It needs to go on to the side like this instead. And then I'm gonna take my baby wipe and just wipe off the excess glue so that it looks nice. Taking my shelf back and placing that one more time, and then it fits much better. There we go. Next one. And that is gonna go on top here. And also need a tiny more paint. And this one in between everything. And then here on the end, the other side. Tiny bit of glue, and then placing this part on there. There we go. Gruffalo is the book. My children had the book many months ago. Oh, it is a book. I've never heard about that one. My Teeny Minis. Oh, hello. I love the little kit with the little people having fun. Thank you. We made that little kit last month, and I thought I wanted to have a little life in there, so yes. Let's put a little more paint on this little shelf unit here, just to make it look a little more neat. I'm just really careful with it until the glue is all dried. And I really like the white background here. Or the white, yeah, the white background to the green. It's actually pretty neat. And here I'm really careful that I don't get any green onto the white, because I don't want that. I need a little more here. And on this side. Yeah. It's getting there. Actually, I don't think it's necessary to do it here on the bottom part, because you won't see that when I put it all together. But, oh well. Just because I have the extra green. Tiny bit here. And here. And then I I saw this side here also needed a little more green. So I'm just gonna do that as well. There we go. I think that actually turned out really neat. Let's see how the window is doing. It's perfect. So the window, the little shelf unit here, oh, that needs a little puff into the glue. Anyway, and then the little room, the little bed, and the little dresser. So we actually did a lot today. I'm pretty happy with the result of all this. So I am going to stop here for today, I think. Let's see what's the time. Yes, I will stop for today. So next time we're going to make the lamp, and this lampshade is blue, so I might have to do something off the side, because I'm not sure I want that blue in this room, because now it's more green and red than blue. So maybe some strawberry pattern. I will see what I can figure out. And then we have the seat, the chair, we have the little desk, a little purse here, that's actually pretty cute, and the shelf unit we did make, and then a half-ton of books, and more books and paintings, box, the Pikachu, the flowers. I'm not sure we're gonna make all that next time, because I know that the lamps are taking sometimes to get together, caused by the electricity. But we will look at that next time. I might have to go and make another lampshade, because I'm not sure I like the lampshade for this color scheme here. But I actually think this green matches the wallpaper pretty neat. I like that. Anyway, I think that will be it for today. I had a lot of fun. Maybe a pink shade for the lamp. Oh yes, that could go really well as well. That might be the way to go for it. I will see what I figure out. I might make a few different lampshades that we can use, and then we can see which one we like to use. But I think this one actually is pretty fun. I like this little room box, and I really like to give these boxes my own twist, let's call it that. So I won't glue anything down yet before we get a little more further. I want to have the lamps in there before gluing everything in there. So yeah, I think that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this a lot. I had a lot of fun with this. And I will see you the third Friday in July. Oops. And I hope you will join me there as well. I had a lot of fun, and I hope you did as well. So I will end here and see you